The Colombian government is interested to supply the Philippines with pork and beef products and has sought assistance from President Rodrigo Duterte to facilitate the admissibility process. Colombian ambassador to the Philippines, Marcela Ordonez Fernandez, made the request on February 10 after she presented her credentials to the chief executive. It also comes amid the surging meat prices in Philippine markets.
But this is we are interested in selling pork meat and beef to the Philippines, and we would welcome, Mr. President, any support you can give us to accelerate the admissibility process. We also want to see an increase in foreign investment both ways, as both your economy and my economy have a lot of potential. And we want more tourism. More and more Colombians are visiting the Philippines, and we believe that Colombia has everything that the Filipinos love. We have the culture, we have the music, we have the dance, and this brings me to all the exchanges that we hope to have between our countries. The orange economy or creative industries is a very important one, and both our countries strive in this. Allow me just to suggest our program in reintegration for former combatants, that now is a four-stage program, and it goes from institutional strengthening, the route to reintegration, community approach, and monitoring and evaluation. Now, our two countries have already exchanged talks and best practices on this, but this is something where we believe we could work a lot more. And another one is the centers that we have created for the youth to go after school and do sports and engage in culture and also in technology instead of getting into trouble in the streets. And allow me to say that we are very interested in learning from the Philippines. My president, President Duque, is very interested in all the breakthroughs that the Philippines has had in education. So we want the best practices of the Philippines in education. We are restarting our offer of Spanish classes for the diplomats of the DFA. And these are just some of the areas where we could center our work, but let me just mention other possible areas. One is, of course, security. We believe security is a public good, and we are ready to work on it as we are in the fight against terrorism. And we have just started the Colombian presidency of the Pacific Alliance, and through it we hope to strengthen the ties with Asian countries. Allow me simply to end, Mr. President, by insisting that we look forward to the opening of the Embassy of the Philippines in Colombia, because we want to have the Philippines permanently in our capital.
With your designation as a resident ambassador, and as we mark the 75th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations this year, it is time to bring our ties to another level. Let us deepen bilateral and regional engagement with Colombia's recent accession to the Treaty of Amity and Cooperation in Southeast Asia. We are ready to further enhance cooperation, particularly in trade and investment,